Okay, I'm working on blue. Remove the chain. Getting ready to remove. Already taken the bolts out of the rear sprocket. So I'll be removing that in a few minutes. But I want to show you something about the chain. There's the front sprocket. I will probably go ahead and swap that out as well. Hard to tell. It's not really worn at all, but if I have I think I have a 14 tooth front sprocket, so I'll probably just swap it out as well, because I'm gonna lower the gearing just a little bit. I'm on a 1448 right now, and the gearing is just a little bit high for the track that I'm riding, so I'm gonna change it to a 50 on the rear, just to lower the gearing down just a tad, because I'm in between gears. You know, second and third gear is kind of right in the middle, and I need it to be more in third gear instead of lugging third. Anyway, let's look at the let's compare the chain. I'm going to swap out the chain with a new one. But I've got them, the old chain is on the left, the new chain is on the right. Let's see if it's any better without this. We'll leave it on. Yeah, old chain on left, new chain on right. And I've got them tied up here evenly so you can follow it and watch. Look at the stretching of the old chain as it gets longer. See the old chain showing signs of stretch? Right? It's pretty significant all the way to the bottom. And we're talking, what, an eighth of a link? At least an eighth of a link of stretch, which means it would wear out that sprocket. So if I tried to, and that means the sprockets and the chain have all kind of worn together at the same time. So this is why you don't install a new chain on old sprockets, or vice versa. You don't put a new sprocket with an old chain, because of this amount of wear going on, it would prematurely wear out the new piece. Yeah, you can see it right there, because we start out the same at the top. See, we're identical as far as position at the top, and it gets more and more noticeable. Come on, focus. More noticeable as the chain gets longer and longer. Right? Very noticeable at the bottom. So, if you're changing, especially if your chain has a good bit of wear on it, you know, if you've had it on for several hours of riding, it's not a good idea to swap out only one component. Here's the sprocket. See, it's starting to get eaten into right in there. That's just normal wear with the rear sprocket. So if I tried to put on that new chain with this sprocket, it would counterwear the new chain. It's always a good idea to swap them all out at the same time. And the front sprocket, it's not bad. It's really not bad. But once you've already gone this far, you might as well swap them all out, right? So that is what I'm going to do. We're going to put on a 50. It'll be your brand new 50 rear. It's going to lower that gearing down just a tad. so that I can use third gear better at the track I am currently riding. So that's the reason of that. And I'm actually considering swapping rims because I've got, this other YZ over here that's got sweet black Excels with nice hubs and everything. I may just swap it all over. Haven't decided yet because I'm not riding this bike all that much right now. Not sure yet. I may swap those bad boys over to this bike, which is believe it or not, this is a 2006 that I have thoroughly upgraded. Basically everything that can be upgraded. It now has 2015 plastics, front fender, number plate, airbox, side plates, and fender are all from now the 2015 model, which is completely updated as far as the bodywork. So you basically would not be able to tell that this bike is 9 years old as far as the bodywork on it. This has updated suspension also, 2012. Shock and forks all fit right on. But anyway, I'm rambling. So yeah, that's what I got going on. New chain and sprockets going on blue. Have a nice day.